We've been married, it'll be 8 years next month. We have 4 kids together.
Yeah, when I met Jennifer, it was an instant spark between us, and really from almost day one, I knew that we would get married, and I instantly became a dad, and it felt like a husband, and it was great. And we had financial issues like most young couples, and we were a blended family, and things were difficult.
I'd say the day that I realized that we were more like roommates instead of husband and wife. It was a very hard day when I realized that we were only talking about kids, and that was it. If we didn't talk about our day-to-day life together. We weren't sharing anything together. So I think that's when I realized that our marriage was in trouble.
We gave up on trying to make each other happy because we both realized we weren't. And no matter what we tried, it wasn't working. And I wasn't happy and she wasn't happy. So the best that we could hope for is that we could raise our kids well. And so we simply became parents and roommates. Eventually, it got to the point where I thought, we're living a lie, and maybe I should look at moving out. We've threatened it before, so I started looking at houses and thinking about what it would be like to not come home to my kids every day, and to not give them baths, and to not tuck them in a bed at night, and it tore me up. And I realized at that point that we gotta try something, because I don't like the outcome that we're heading toward.
I was just hoping for them, whatever we needed to save our marriage. I was hoping that they could help us work through what we had going on, the dysfunction, and hopefully find what that feeling, that relationship that we had when we first got married. I wanted that back.
We reached out to the Marriage Resource Center and got connected with some marriage mentors who were willing to delve into these issues with us. So where it turned around for me is that we opened ourselves up to other people and didn't walk through this by ourselves.
It was probably about halfway through our mentoring. Up until then, I wasn't for sure if this was going to work, but about halfway through, that's when I realized that there was like a turn. I was able to let go of that anger, the hurt. We were starting to communicate through the Rings chats, which we had done a lot more communicating with those than we had in like years.
Today, we do make each other happy. I mean, I'm learning how to love her, she's learning how to respect me. Arguments are much less frequent, and when we do, they don't last as long. We come back together much sooner than we used to before. It's not perfect, but we're definitely heading in the right direction.
I feel like now it's just a much happier home. We have our hiccups, but I think our kids are grateful, and they seem like they're a lot happier seeing their mom and dad in love with each other and not just two parents raising them.
This is dirty work that they do, to go into people's marriages and talk about the things that go wrong. I gotta think that that's uncomfortable, and I'm so glad that there's someone out there who is willing to get uncomfortable with people, because it does save marriages. It saved this marriage from one couple that you saved. I just want to say thanks.